Hello everyone, this here has been my second video since past couple of days ago, and I'm going to title this video just confidence issues and narcissistic abuse, and what being abused by a narcissist really does to your confidence from the time that you're a child to adolescence to even being an adult. And I can say what has really caused my confidence issues by my narcissistic mother was constantly second guessing myself and overthinking. And just imagine, for those of you that know me pretty well and that has been long time subscribers to my channel, know that I'm a very avid bowler and I one day want to become a professional. And that's one of the obstacles that's really standing in my way right now. Is just second guessing myself, doubting my own decisions, overthinking quite a bit, and can get very darn well emotional. And it kind of reminds me that one of my favorite professional bowlers out there, Jack Jurek, which I'm a huge fan of, and I love this guy very dearly. I love his style of bowling. It's just his bowling style is very similar to mine. And we both keep our game simple. There's a lot of things I love about his game, and some stuff of his game I plug into my game, but I still have my own style. But anyway, we both suffer for confidence. It's like just very low confidence in ourselves, overthinking, and just getting darn outright emotional. And the things that your narcissist always does is try to destroy your mind, making you doubt yourself, making you second guess yourself. And at some point I just know I need to go back to therapy and maybe have a therapist help me with this, because I know that's one of the greatest obstacles of mine. And I wonder if many of you out there have really suffered through this yourself. I'm sure there's many of you out there that can really relate to what I'm talking about. Is you're overthinking, overthinking, doubting your decision once you make a decision, maybe even being very indecisive about some decisions, and just not being confident in yourself. You don't think you can accomplish something, you think you can't do something. And I wonder if many of you have that narcissist voice saying, see, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, I told you you can't succeed, I told you you can't do this, I told you, you're never going to amount to nothing. I wonder if many of you out there still suffer through that. And for me, even though I'm a survivor of leaving my narcissistic mother and told her to really go fuck off and the rest of them, and that's been a good it'd be about 3 years now that I think about it. It's been about 3 years since I broke in contact. And that's one of the things that I struggle with off and on. I try so hard to be strong, and I try to just dig deep within myself, knowing I can do this, and something goes wrong or I make a wrong decision, which is like with my bowling. I can tell you this. Bowling is so technical. It's like when I know the lanes are changing, and the lane that my ball is hooking in the back part of the lane, I'm thinking, okay, should I have more speed on the ball? Should I change hand position? Should I change balls? Should I change lines? Should I watch what jerks are screwing up my line. I mean, it's so technical, and that's how much I really am into bowling. And maybe it's something maybe I could talk to my coach about, because I do have a bowling coach who charges very, very reasonable um, fees, and maybe there's something that maybe I can talk to him, maybe get with him, and maybe see if he can help me find ways, and maybe read some articles or something that can really help me get back on the right track. Um, for those of you out there, maybe you can maybe Google stuff and find ways to get over overthinking, or seeing a therapist, or whatever's going to help you, or maybe you can just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, because I tell you, I mean, it's really a hard obstacle to get over. It really is. And not just my narcissistic mother, but just reflecting back to that letter that my Lord Butt sister wrote to me. It'll be about 3 years ago. And here's one thing about my sister that's next the oldest to me, and I call her Lord Butt. It's so funny because with her, she always criticizes me about not being a good mother, when really she can't look within herself or look past her nose. And that's something about narcissists that they always do. They'll sit there and they'll judge you and say what you're doing, and they're not so better off themselves. It's like they're doing the same thing. It's more like your house is dirty, but then their house is dirty. You see what I'm saying? So, with my Lord Butt's sister, she criticizes me and say I'm not a good mom, and I pawn my daughters off to my parents and all this crap, and when really she has a son who's really, she don't really control her son, but just buy him stuff and buy him anything and thinks that's being a good mother, when really she's not taking care of her own son in other ways, like spending time with him and bonding with him and doing things with him. And I can just quite imagine what her husband is like. How I've met him a few times. He's a nice guy, but I feel sorry for him to deal with my Lord Butt's sister. And what's funny, she criticizes me, but then she don't take care of her kid, her son. You know why? Because she's too busy sticking her noses in everybody else's business and not tending to her own. But when I sit here and criticize me and say I am such a bad mother, really. And she also wrote some really stupid shit in the letter. I mean, I still have that letter on file to this date, along with that stupid diploma. I've shared it with many of you. Those of you who know, who's followed my channel from the beginning, know about it. But she just wrote a really stupid letter. Really, it was a lot of projections of herself onto me. And it's just those words, along with my narcissistic mother, that's really has caused me to doubt myself at times. And I believe it's just a process that I had to just keep fighting and working through. But I'd like to know what many of you think. Those of you that's gone through narcissistic abuse and has survived it and thriving. And like I said, I struggle with this from time to time. And I'd like to know if any of you out there have really struggled with this, and if you have and you've overcame it, give me some ideas. I'm always open for suggestions, but I mean, even though, like I said, I've overcame it a lot. I've overcame a lot with my narcissistic mother and my late enabling father. And, but every now and then I just struggle with my confidence. Confidence in myself, confidence in my abilities, confidence in when I make a decision without doubting, this have making a decision with confidence and confidence in myself and second guessing and overthinking, overanalyzing. And I know that my narcissistic mom has drilled up my head so many times, and I'm trying so damn to just try to break that pattern. And it's very, very hard. I mean, like, you come out strong and thrive for a long time, and then it's sometimes at times certain things that just trigger that really causes you to really doubt yourself or overthink or overanalyze, struggle with confidence. And so I'd like to see what all of you think. Those of you that have survived it, maybe overcome this stuff that I'm going through right now. Any suggestions would be really, really helpful. So, like I said, I'll try to not make it to be too long between videos if I could possibly can help it. So, anyway, that's my rant for now. So, I won't say rant, but that's just my thing for now. And I'm glad to get this channel back up and running again. I know, I mean, this channel's never been down, but I just haven't really recorded any videos for quite some time because I've just been so overwhelmingly busy, how life gets in the way. And so, really right now, I'm just now trying to not let it be so long before each video. I try my darndest not to let it be that long. But anyway, any suggestions would really, really help. And I'm glad that I've helped many of you out there on this channel. I've read a lot of comments here and there with all of my videos of how I've inspired many of you, and I'm very glad and I'm very happy that I've made a difference in many of your lives. And I mean, even though I don't know any of you guys personally, but I'm glad that I could be that inspiration to be strong. And I'm still strong, but even strong people struggle with things time to time and have a little slide back. And I think I'm experiencing that now. And so I could use your help. Maybe help me find some ways to get over this confidence and overthinking. Maybe a lot of overthinking, overanalyzing things, and second guessing myself. That's really the overthinking and second guessing, I think, are the two things. Confidence things is up and down. So anyway, I'll end this video for now, but please, in the comment section, please give me your ideas. Or you can privately send me an email at maryallen7079@yahoo.com. And like I said, if you have any suggestions or if you have a question that you would like for me to answer, I can answer it to you privately, or I could do a video about it. Just let me know which way you want to go about it. And I always leave your name anonymous. I would never mention names. I don't do names for the sake of privacy. So I will do that. Always have, always will. So anyway, those of you who are new to my channel, I welcome you always with love and open arms. And I hope that you learn a lot from all the videos I have had here on this channel. And there's going to be many, many more coming. So welcome to those of you. Please share and like my videos. Share some of my videos to people that you know are going through the same thing that you are. Because it's good that we spread this stuff about narcissistic abuse and share and relate to each other's story. what this channel is going to be all about. So anyway, this is Mary Ellen signing off. And I thank all of you for watching and subscribing always. Peace out. Thank you. Take care. Bye for now.